what's up, guys? A beautiful Friday here at RCN Studio. This is Hot Topics with Abby. So sit back while we enjoy this just together. It's been a long week, and to complement that, I have somebody here for you. She's a blogger, beautiful mother. Her name is Laba. Hey, what's up, Laba? How you feeling today?
Hi, guys.
It's beautiful Friday. It's finally the end of the week.
Exactly. It's been a long week.
How was your week?
Great. Doing a lot. Taking care of my baby. Nothing much.
Interesting. All right, so let's get straight to the topic for today. I'm really excited about today's topic because I'm sure a lot of people can relate to it.
Right.
So I'll let you go ahead and introduce the topic. What are we talking about today?
Today we'll be talking about insecurity in relationships. I mean, a whole lot of people have had broken relationships as a result of insecurity. I have friends who've had, issues with their relationships.
Right.
And it's really eating into a lot of relationships these days. So I think it's a beautiful topic because some people back at home can relate to it. So
Yeah, I feel like everybody who's in a relationship can definitely maybe relate to, maybe not in the present relationship, but as some relationship they've been into. So first of all, what exactly is insecurity in a relationship? I feel like it's like a lack of confidence in oneself. Because if you're confident in yourself, there shouldn't be any insecurity. What do you think it is?
Well, to me, insecurity, like the word says, is when you're not secure. You have that feeling of, you don't feel safe in that relationship. You don't feel safe with that person. So it's tough for you to really trust that person. It's hard for you to really ease into being comfortable with that person. That's what I feel insecurity is.
Yeah, I totally agree. But at the same time, I feel like why get into a relationship if you're not comfortable with your own self, if you're not if you don't feel secure with that person. Right. So what exactly causes insecurity?
Many a times I feel like one major cause of insecurity is a history of cheating. If I've had a partner who has cheated on me and we've had issues with maybe men or women in the past, I won't bring myself to really trust you because I feel like it's gonna happen again.
Right.
I'm insecure. I don't want anybody around you anymore because of what happened. Right. If you have a friend, I'm like, okay, I don't trust you. I don't know if this is really going to be, if you're telling me the truth. So
right. Exactly when you feel like that person's friend is also a bad influence to who you're dating or to the relationship in total. Because I feel like, if there's been like a history of cheating, honestly, I'm not about to trust any of your friends because I feel like guys do everything together.
Right.
And if I know in a relationship, sometimes in a relationship, insecurity doesn't just, start from with the relationship. It, something happens for that to happen.
Trigger it. Right.
Yeah, something always got to happen. Like maybe you cheating and you be like, you know what, I'll forgive you. We'll move on from that. But you're not really moving on. It's like, how they say, I can forgive, but I cannot forget.
Right.
Definitely, like, if you get cheated on, shoot, I'm not forgetting that. I mean,
it's hard most of the time.
Yes, it's definitely hard.
I mean, it's normal. If you get cheated on, it's really hard to move past it. Cheating is one huge problem in many relationships.
Yeah.
And to move past that and trust that person again, it's really hard. You won't trust that person if they introduce you to their friend. Maybe you have a boyfriend and he's like, oh, meet my best friend,
right?
And you're like, best friend, okay. Right, because you don't trust that person. Even if that person is telling the truth, you can't really bring yourself to ease into that relationship and be happy about it. Right. You're just like, okay, he's with who's he talking to? Who's she with?
Right.
Who's she on the phone with? Where's she at? Stuff like that. So that is a problem.
And if there's insecurity, there's no trust.
Right.
Definitely. It's like you said, oh, who's she talking to? Where is she? Even if you're sleeping.
Exactly.
Is she really sleeping?
Right.
Even if you're doing the most innocent thing. is she really doing that, or she's cheating, or
Right.
something?
Right.
And also, I feel like low self esteem is also a major factor of insecurities in
Relationships.
relationships,
Right.
because I'm like, if you're like, you have a really high self esteem, and you're like, yeah, you're like, nobody can compete with me, no other girl can compete with me. He's
I'm hot like
fine.
that. I'm
I'm
fine
high
like
like that.
that.
Like I could take your man in 2 seconds. So I feel like that would be like list of your problem. You're like, shoot, yeah,
Right.
he got me. He knows he hit the jackpot. Pow
And
pow.
sometimes I feel like if you're not on the same level with who you're with,
Mhm.
say education wise or
Right.
financial wise, you're like, do I really make this person happy?
Mhm.
Would this person find happiness with
With
someone
me.
else, someone
Mhm.
richer, someone that has a degree, someone who's well learned, stuff like that. I'm
Right.
like, I don't feel secure, you know?
Mhm.
So yeah, low self esteem, I think.
Or when you feel like your spouse is making more money than you are, and you're like, as a man, maybe unable to provide for this
We've all
person.
seen that, Nigerian or Ghanaian movie
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
the husband makes much less
Lesser
than
than
the
the
wife,
wife.
and the wife becomes an outcast in the home. He's like, "Where are you coming from? What are you
Mhm.
doing? I won't have you,
And
insecurity."
then they go, "Oh, is it because you have more money,
That
or
means
is it because oh?" And then she goes, "Oh, I'm coming, but I'm just coming up here to work on it." It's like, "Oh, really? So me, I
right,
don't have work,
right,
Avi."
exactly.
So everything just starts to, trigger arguments, and everything becomes a problem,
Problem,
and that's
exactly.
that's really, crazy, and that's how it is when you're insecure in your relationship. And also, like, apart from previous cheating, like, sometimes you're in a relationship with somebody, and oh, this person is cheating on me,
Right.
and they're constantly cheating and cheating and cheating, and you become insecure, like, oh, I'm not good enough. That's when you know that your ass is not big enough, or your boobs are too flat, or you're like, oh my god, I'm not even cute and
Right.
all. And then you become so insecure. You feel like, oh my god, I'm nothing. I don't think he's okay. And then
Right.
that's when you not start bleaching your
Right.
skin.
Right.
Like, no offense to Tucker Michael, well, I love her. I love her. But that was a really, really stupid move. Honey, I ain't bleaching my skin
Right.
for no man. Like, that's like a major example of insecurities in a
Right.
relationship, because
Right.
obviously her ex-husband, while they were dating, he was constantly cheating. He was like a serial
He
cheater.
was attracted to light skinned women.
So that's why she went ahead and just bleached her own
Right.
skin like that,
Right.
because of him. And at the end of the day, it didn't work out. So, so no matter how, you feel insecure in a relationship, I feel like the best thing to do is just find that place. If it's to live the relationship, find that happy place. You need to find. I'm so into this topic.
Right.
Like,
Right. I
find
know.
that happy place, because it's really painful. Like, I don't see why a woman would want to bleach her skin because she
It's
wants to
not
be
just bleaching your
accepted.
skin, it's a lot of
It's a
things.
lot of
You see these
things.
girls out there, no offense. I mean, you can do whatever you want with your body. It's
Definitely.
your choice.
Mhm.
You're a grown adult. But then you see these women who I mean, I don't blame some of these women
Right.
because you want to make your man or your man happy.
Mhm.
Your man or your other woman.
Well, your significant other.
Other, exactly, your partner. You want to keep your
Right.
partner happy and
Mhm.
things spicy and all that stuff. I do not blame them. You want to get a boob job, you want to get ass shots, even if you lose your legs in the process. It's it's it's
Oh Lord,
it's crazy.
things
You
women
know,
do, things we
it's
do.
crazy, and it's just not. Let's be fair. It's
It's
not
not
just
just.
on the women's
It's
side.
true.
It also falls to the men.
Mhm.
But I have this one friend.
Right.
She's in a relationship,
Mhm.
and she has issues with her boyfriend.
Right.
She's an out there person. She's everywhere,
Mhm.
and she's really beautiful. But then
Oh.
this guy, he just doesn't appreciate her. Why?
Right.
Because he's steadily insecure. Like, he calls her, "Where are you at? What are you
Mhm.
doing? Are you at work? Are you sure you're at work? Can I talk to someone at your job? Can I do this? Can I do that?" It's
Mhm.
really annoying. And she's getting so frustrated.
Right.
She's like, I can't do this anymore. Like,
Right.
it's too much for me.
Really, that I feel like that guy, he's just I don't know
You know what I
because
think to me? Because every time she and I talk, um, he says stuff like, "Oh, is it because? Is it because?" I feel like he has low self esteem
yeah,
because
it sounds like it.
because he feels like, oh, she might be attracted to other dudes that have a lot of money because she's beautiful. Those are the kinds of men that will talk to her. You know,
Because I feel like, first of all, before you get in a relationship with somebody, you should be able to, like, you know them before getting in a relationship with them. So you should know what to expect in that relationship. And I feel like if you know, okay, you're getting a relationship with this person who's out there, life of the party, you should be ready to trust her.
exactly.
And
That's
at
the
the same
word.
time, know what you're getting into. You should be able to understand that this person I'm getting in a relationship with, she
You
was
would
like,
never
right,
do
and
this to me.
yeah, she would never do this to me. One, and if you've been with that person for a certain amount of time, you should be able to, know that person and be like, this is what this person can do, and this is what this person cannot do, and you should be able to be like, okay, I'm going in a relationship with this person who's out there. So all I just gotta do is, trust her, give her the benefit of doubt,
Right.
and not worry, because you will just give yourself hypertension.
Right. For no reason.
For no
For
reason.
no reason. And I feel like for those who have had cheating history, just move past it. If you really think that that person is worth it, I've had friends, ask me, oh, my man cheated on me, or, my girlfriend, she's seen other men. I'm like, is she really worth it? Is he really worth it? If he's worth it, just move past it.
Move past it.
No relationship is perfect.
Definitely.
No marriage or whatever is perfect. But then, you just have to see beyond that person's imperfections. You understand what I'm saying? You have to see beyond it and just move past it.
Right.
And move on to the next thing. Because you know what insecurity does? At that point, she's like, oh, you think I'm cheating? I'm going to go ahead and do it. If you don't think, if you think I'm cheating, I'll go ahead and cheat and make you unhappy since that's what you want to do.
Okay.
So
Right.
that's what I'm going to throw out there.
Okay, yeah, I totally agree with everything you've said. So, what do you think is the best way to, you know, cup that in a relationship? Like, what do you think? What do you think? Like, if you're for those people who are in a relationship where one person is, insecure, or you are insecure, what do you think is the best solution? Is it to just opt out of the relationship, or focus on trying to, how do you fix it if you decide
Girl,
to stay in that relationship?
I ain't going to sugarcoat this. If he's giving you a headache, girl, walk away. Cause
She don't play.
Cause you will focus on the great stuff
Right.
that can happen in that relationship. All you ever find yourself talking about is, where are you at? What are you doing? Keep arguing back and forth.
And all that
And
negative energy.
It's too negative. You don't even need that in a
Right.
relationship. It's not going to help you grow as a person. It's not going to make you see past the present. It's not going to make you look into the future. So what's the whole point? I personally won't stay in a relationship with someone who's very insecure, because it's going to be a barrier to the growth of our relationship. So I'm not going to, I'll say leave.
I totally understand. I feel like, that's the honest truth. Like, it is what it is. Like, it's either you trust me and we make this work, or we don't do it at all.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, no matter how much you keep trying, and you get to a point where you don't feel like trying anymore.
Right.
You run out of
Energy.
Yes, relationship is actually it takes a lot of work and energy. So you run out of that. So yes.
Right.
I love this topic. It's an
Me too,
amazing
girl. Me
topic.
too.
Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Don't forget, this is Hot Topics with Abby every Friday. So now we're going to go over to the gossip section.
Oh, I like gossip. Oh my gosh.
Of course you like gossip.
Okay.
All right, so have you heard about the? I'm sure you heard about the I Stand with Nigeria match march that happened on my birthday on Monday.
Right.
What do you feel about it?
Um, well, I feel like Two-Face, cause he chickened out or whatever. He didn't chicken out. He did
I
not
mean, like,
chicken out.
if they're threatening me or my family, shoot.
Look, I usually do not like to talk about politics or
Right.
anything because, it's Nigeria. But then if you want to stand for your people, I feel like you should do it anyways. I mean, if they're threatening your family or whatever, it's really up to you. You can't take the death of the nation or for the nation. I wouldn't
Right.
do it either. And I'm here in America. I can't sit back here and speak for people
Right.
who are back home and going through really hard times, because things are really hard right now. And I understand the whole movement. I understand that, things, just do what you got to do. That's all I'm going to say.
I feel like Two-Face, like, backing out of the whole thing. I feel like, honestly, I would have backed out because my family is important. My safety is important. But I feel like he still was able to use his own voice. Regardless of if he, people still went out and marched and, even though he was not able to join them, he still used his own voice.
He genuinely
He did, because, I feel like, I think he was the one who brought the whole idea up.
Right.
And for the fact that it still went on ahead and happened, I feel like, his job was done, regardless of if he was out there marching or not. And, people actually did come out. Celebrities came out, and they supported. We're just trying to make Nigeria great, and I hope, the president was able to. What's going on with the president? I'm hearing
he's in a coma.
Dead.
No.
He's sick. No, really, I was actually reading a blog today, and people are like, rumors about his death, and he's like taking pictures. I feel like, why is he wearing the same thing?
Talk. I read on a blog this morning. Some guy was talking. Nigerians. Us Nigerians, we
always
love to talk. We love to talk a lot. And he was saying something like, my cousin in the UK, who works in a hospital, told me this morning that the president had an unsuccessful surgery and he's in a coma. And I was like, what? Are you serious? I was talking to my mom, and my mom said, no, don't listen to them. Like, okay, who knows for sure what's really going on, So.
That's how, was he Yaradua? That's how Yaradua died, and they kept it from us for the longest time, talking about he's still in coma, he's on life support, and he's been dead the whole time. Well, good luck to President Buhari. I feel like, I wish him good health, because he needs to come fix all this whole recession and all these things going on in Nigeria.
I really do feel sorry for
for
everyone who's going through. I mean, we all go through stuff, even here.
Yes.
But it's worse down there, and it's over the years. It's
it got worse
down the ladder and everything.
Because right now $1 is like to naira is 500 naira, and things really need to get better in that country. Because
I've had friends pack up their businesses because of the exchange rate.
It's crazy.
Most of their stuff
it's
from China.
Yes, it's too high. People are trying. Nigerians are really hustlers. We hustle a lot.
Right.
We do. So yeah, good luck, to the President Buhari, good health. So that's it for the gossip segment. So yes, you guys, I know, you guys know next Tuesday is Valentine's Day. Don't forget, go out, share that day with your beautiful love one. What are you doing for Valentine's Day?
Girl, I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I know the hubby.
It's a Tuesday.
It is a Tuesday. That's just awkward. But the fun thing, we always have like mad snow every Valentine for the past like 4 years.
Last year?
Yes, we did. We had like mad snow. It always happens every Valentine's Day.
Oh,
And it's so
my
funny how we barely had snow this winter in Baltimore. And hopefully, I love snow. Hopefully.
You love snow?
I love snow, girl.
Okay, this is my last time.
I love snow, so hopefully.
Girl, I'm too Nigerian. I don't like snow.
I mean, like,
there's no getting used to it.
I like it when it falls, and after that, the mess I don't like.
And the cold. It gets much colder.
Yeah. But hopefully we get a little bit this Valentine's Day. Because
So
we can't break through this thing now. It's been consistent.
Right. Plus.
But if you guys are going out, don't forget, have fun. Don't forget the importance of that day. I feel like every day in a relationship should be a Valentine's Day. You should have somebody who treats you like a princess, buys you flowers unexpectedly. But that day,
Girl, that's fairy tale stuff.
Well,
but that's a story for another day.
Yeah, that's a story for another day. But so if you guys are doing anything, don't forget the whole point of that day. And Nigeria girls, actually buy your boyfriend something other than
don't buy, please.
Don't
girls,
buy no
don't buy him
boxers.
boxers.
Do something nice this year. Do something
handkerchief.
nice. Do something nice. Yeah. So yeah, once again, shout out to everybody who tuned in. This is Hot Topics with Abby. Thank you so much, Loudball. I always have a good time chatting with you.
We always have a good time.
We always
talking.
do. Yes, girl. Yes, this is the first guest on this show. This is the first. I know. This is like the first show, by the way, guys. So don't forget to tune in every Friday. Hot Topics with Abby. Have an amazing weekend. We about to go turn all the way up. Yes.
She never ever do. Every day nobody there. She did like the one dress. She did do the dirty dance. Valentino she the wear. She call me Funk Master Flex.